Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 877 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today we're going to do a follow-up to episode 876, which was influencer surfing. This is a way you can piggyback off of well-known people legitimately and really get some big views and readings for your stuff. So today, episode 877 is a spin-off of that called trend surfing. Now, it's a new name for something that David Meerman Scott, this is episode 402 on Newsjacking. Okay, so be giving you, I want you to listen to that episode 402. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. His was 402 on Newsjacking. But I'll have some additional information on how you can find these trends now and piggyback off of them so that you can jump on a bunch of big views with a little competition. All right, hope you didn't miss grabbing a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free, and make sure you check out my mentor program, the most unique, successful ever in the field of internet and digital marketing. All right, so let's get into this. Now, first of all, if you've followed me for a long time, you know I'm not in favor of fads. I don't jump on fads because they are basically a flash in the pan and you work. And, you know, it might last for a day, it might last for a couple hours, and then you got to do work again. All right, so trends are a little different, even though I guess you could call them a kind of a fad because they came out of nowhere and they could disappear much faster. But usually they'll last a little bit longer. And the reason it's worthwhile to do this is because it could be a breakout video for you that got millions of views. I know one guy was just reacting to Warren Buffett. Now, that's more influencer marketing, but he got 10 million views on it. And he was a nobody, never even heard. I don't even remember his name. All right. So this is a powerful tool that you can use. But this is called trend surfing, but it's not fad surfing so much. Now, when you find these trends, you can be either for or against the trend. So you could be for a certain kind of stock that Warren Buffett talks about or a strategy, or you could be against it. It doesn't really make any difference. It's the fact that it's a topic, not Warren Buffett in this case. I probably shouldn't have used that as an example, but the topic is more important than a particular celebrity that's well known in this trend surfing. All right, so you can still do reaction videos to it or just write about it for or against. Now, it goes back to the number one episode of this podcast years ago on keywords. It's still based on keywords is how you find these trends, all right? So I'm going to give you some tools here, and then I'll go into deeper on a free tool that's right in front of your face. Everybody can use it. But anyway, there's a company called SimilarWeb that has I think it's a paid tool called Keywords by Industry. So you can look that up. But you've got all these Google tools you can use. Google Keyword Planner, Google News. Google Trends is the one I want to tell you about today, because Google Trends, you can just type that in, put in a keyword, or you can just look around the thing. And if you see the term breakout near a keyword or a keyword, whenever I say keyword, I always mean keyword or keyword phrase. Whenever you see breakout, that's one that you really want to open your eyes to and find those ones that you always want to tie this to your business somehow. All right. Because if you just do it for views, nobody cares about you, and you might get a bunch of views, but they don't ever come over and check you out or subscribe or care about what you do. Now, so breakout is the holy grail, but you might see up 650%, up 400% since they last looked at it. Breakout means it did not exist, and it grew by more than 5,000% since like last week or something. All right. Now, what does this mean to you? It means it's a killer thing that everybody's interested in, but this is the important part. There's probably not much competition for that keyword because it's so new. See, if some people wait a month to get on that keyword, well, it's not a breakout anymore. It's not going to grow by 5,000%, and hundreds or thousands of people will be using that keyword. So this is a really critical thing that's all free for you. Just go to Google Trends or trends.google.com and look around and learn how to use it. There's a million videos on how to use it. But if you find breakout keywords or free keyword phrases that apply to what you do, it can really put you on the map in a hurry, all right, because of the lack of competition. I know I put in Fannie Willis as the big keyword just to see what happened. All right, Fannie Willis, of course, is that prosecutor in Georgia that's so controversial. And Fannie Willis married is a breakout. I have no idea why. I didn't even look it up because, I don't care about her that much. All right. But, and then Nathan Wade married, I think, was a breakout. And Nathan Wade by himself which was her boyfriend, is up 650% again. And this is long past that trial that they had. So that means it's a breakout again. Something's happening with that. But with those specific keywords like Fannie Willis married, then you could jump on that immediately if you could apply it. And one of the things I used to teach my speakers all the time was to get a newspaper and find something or two or three things in that paper that you could relate to the topic of your speech. It's a good thing to practice. Now, of course, you don't have to have a newspaper, but just open Google News and look at the top things. And in fact, Google News is one of the things you could use to get yourself started. What's in the news? That's what David Meerman Scott in episode 402 said, newsjacking. It's much easier to get traction when something's already in the news than to try to create the news yourself. All right, so that's trend surfing. Make sure you listen to influencer surfing because I give you a bunch of ways in that number 876, episode 876, on how to do that very easily, specifics. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hey, if you want tips like this and one-on-one treatment from a guy that's been there since the beginning, 30 years now online, well, hey, check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. All right, we'll catch you on the next episode. See you later.